So just to end, I was explaining this concept of not killing the animal to a lady in Swaziland. She's a Christian lady. So seeing that I was distributing books and talking to people, she decided that she wants to protect the people from this Hare Krishna who is spoiling their lives. So she came to stop me. She asked me, do you know Jesus? I said, yeah. You don't know him? And she was shocked. I do. I said, oh, you are a preacher? Yes. I said, there's so many other people. Why don't you stop them? I'm also preaching. No. I want to talk to you. I see that you are lost, So I said, okay, let's hear what you have to say. We sat down, some table was there. And then she, in the course of our discussion, said, I heard that you people don't even eat meat. Just see how confused, these people are. You don't even eat meat. And she was reminding me of my ethnicity, You are Swazi, we eat meat. And I was trying to explain to her, no, this eating of meat, it makes our hearts hard. You don't notice it, but I reminded her, growing up in such areas, when you're young, I think it's part of initiation just to make you strong. Sometimes the mother, when they have to kill a chicken, sorry Vaishnavas for the violence, but the topic is at hand. They'll make you hold the chicken, while the elder is cutting off the neck. It's very bad. And as a child, it's like you can clearly see this is so wrong that, most of the time you let go of the chicken, And sometimes, it's without its head, it's running helplessly, So I reminded her, you remember, because it's almost 100% sure that she went through it. Remember when you were a child and your parents made you hold the chicken while they were cutting the head? She was like, yeah. You remember how you were crying and you couldn't hold the chicken? Yeah. You see, back then when you were a little innocent, you could understand this is bad, this is violence, it should not happen. But now, you are the one making your kid hold the chicken and you are cutting. So after eating all these years, your heart has become hard, that now you cannot connect that you are inflicting violence on this animal. Well, no, you are just making your argument, And then, sure enough, an ant was crawling on the table while we were speaking. And as we're speaking, immediately, as loud as you are hearing, she smacked the ant. I said, hey, what's going on? She said, no, just killing this ant. I said, it's an ant. Like, what threat is it to us? And then I say, you see, this is my case. The heart has become so hard, you cannot recognize life in another living being. Therefore, you're even envious of its existence. Why is he existing? You want to smack it like that. I think that it went in a bit. She was just kind of embarrassed. Like, so hard she hit the thing. It's just like an ant. So this influence of flesh and blood on the consciousness and the heart chakra of people in the world is real. That practically the meat acts as earplugs in the heart, that when you are speaking about higher topics, they cannot hear you. Sometimes you preach and you wonder, I really made my point so well. How is this person not picking up, Signal is not clear. But they cannot hear because it's plugged in. But we see that Krishna consciousness is available for everyone, no matter what diet you are on. Mrigari got Krishna consciousness. The Harinam party is going out right in front of the restaurants. We are singing and people are dancing and singing along. They'll buy books. So our program is not to see how much fallen people have become because of just growing up in a situation where this is taught as good. So they've been misguided. The devotees are bringing in the proper understanding, and they're bringing in the methodology by which the earplugs of the heart are removed, and by which the heart can be cleansed. That they can come to that level where Mrigrari, after a few months, when Narada Muni came back, he saw his Guru Maharaj, he was so happy, he was running towards him, but he was jumping up and down, tiptoeing, zigzagging. That Parvat Muni was thinking, what's wrong with your disciple, Narad? What do you mean? Look at the way he's moving about. So by the time he got to Narada Muni obeisances, they asked him, why this type of running? Oh no, Guru Maharaj, I was just afraid to step on the insects and the ants as I ran towards you. Complete transformation from half killing animals to being afraid to stomp even small ants. So our movement, as Prabhupada said, not that in PTG we are putting pictures of how animals are being killed and suffering and slaughtered, but we are giving the alternative that if you take the holy name, if you associate with the devotees, you take Krishna Prasadam, then naturally they won't do those things. Otherwise, we want to thank the devotees who have been preaching over the years, that somehow we see there's a whole vegan movement now. People, and they are evangelic sometimes. They are trying to protect animals from being killed in the slaughterhouses. From one of their websites, I found out 56 billion animals are being killed per year for consumption. In the US alone, 39 million cows and cattle and calves are being killed. You can't even think of this number. What to speak of fish? They can't count, they just measure by tons, how many tons of them are killed. So all this violence that is being inflicted is reacting and is coming back to humanity. And people are wondering why they are depressed, why they are suicidal, why they are impatient and divorcing and doing all these things. So the devotees, we have that duty to bring forward this information so people can understand, oh, it's true, every action has a reaction. What goes around does come around. Things you do to others get done to you. You know, people sing these things in songs, you know. Goes around, comes around. But he's eating some other ones. He cannot connect the two. They even dance, you know. What goes up must come down. Things you do come back to you. So devotees are meant to be para dukkha dukhi. Let us see that people, because of not knowing the truth, are behaving in ways that are causing harm to themselves and to the world. And we should distribute this information. Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki. Go Premanandi. Any comment? Yes, ma'am.
You want to tell Narahari Sarkar? Narahari Sarkar.
Narahari Sarkar. Maybe you can tell us something. Narahari Sarkar, he compiled the book which discusses about Navadvip and the parakam of Narada Muni. I'm thinking one song of Narahari, Yadi Gauranga Koinu, that if Gauranga had not come, what would have become of us?